So this is just a question for everyone. Besides, when you're an entrepreneur, besides being driven, besides being driven, which is obviously a key factor, what do you think is more important, the good idea or to be technically proficient in that industry or that area?
Is there training me all week? I'm going to shine. I think I've said it a few times, and ideas are cool, and they are the seedling of something great, but you can't, unless you turn that idea, and what we talk about at Orange Sky a lot is actually concepts, not ideas. So everyone can have ideas, it's about turning those ideas into concepts so people can look, touch, feel them. To get to that concept stage, you do need technical skills, and if you can't do it, you're not willing to do it, then either change what you're doing or make some friends who know how to do it. I think would be the probably common thread with us. But once you have that concept, for us as a band, with washing machines and dryers, and that people can then touch it, people can then feel it, then get that belief from all these random people all around the world. But to get there, you have to turn the idea into a concept.
It's not you will be honestly, if you can't execute, you're right, go nowhere. The point doesn't go to tomorrow, don't worry about it. If you can't execute, it's done. Now, my background, people sort of say, well, I make a big point of saying I actually programmed the first building system for my ISP because they didn't exist, I had to. People say, well, I was an electronics technician in the Australian Army, and people sort of say, but you were technical. I was an electronics technician, but after I did my apprenticeship, I didn't touch it again. I actually repaired compasses and binoculars. Now, the funny thing about compasses and binoculars is there's no electricity on it. Actually, one points north, and one makes shit look bigger. And it's depressing how often compass one point north. So, I went out and bought, from the young kids there, I went and bought these things called books that were made from dead trees and used to read them to learn stuff. And I learned how to program. I had to teach myself those skills. And so when I actually, people pitch me stuff, and I realise that they haven't got the drive to do at least that, my brain switches off. I think you haven't got it. At that point in time, I no longer care about you, because you've proved you don't actually give a shit. So you've got to be prepared to man up, grab a keyboard, and get into it.
Yeah, let me explain about what Steve's talking about. I'll explain something about our culture, my culture being programmers. Because we were rejected and ostracised for so long. At the very heart of open source culture, all the programmers know where I'm coming from, is you're either one of us or you're not one of us. You don't have to be a world-class programmer. The price of admission is some knowledge at all. And if you show the ability to start learning how to do it, then you're one of us. And you'll be able to you'll hire better ones. But for the people who show up to us and say, I've got an idea and I'll pay you to do this, I'm not interested. I can go and there's lots of people who do that. Why would I work with you? If someone says, look, I've got an idea and I've started working on it, the only response I have is, let me help you, because that's what programmers do. You have to be part of the club, and it's because we were so long we were despised by you all.
You think you're only working for the country, mate, what I'm saying.
The programmers know what I need.
1100111101.
All right. On that note, see, you all right? You good? Another line? Good? All good. Thank you so much for tonight, the four panellists. And a couple of thank yous as well. Julianne, we had an Indigenous gathering earlier this evening, which is fabulous. And Troy from Space, who's put on this amazing show. 240 people, incredible. Thank you so much. Speaker, Mark Southey. Now, Mark is now known as Queensland's Chief Entrepreneur, but before that, there's a backstory, and he founded a company called Blue Sky, great name, Mark, by the way, in 2006 as his own startup. And the journey that Mark took over the next 10 years was building that company to become one of Australia's top 300 ASX listed companies with a market capitalisation or a value of around somewhere between $500 and $600 million on any given day. Mark, before he retired from the business, also decided to think outside the box and outside the comfort zone, and swim the English Channel, and also at the same time being on the board of the Starlight Foundation. Personally raised over $1 million for the Starlight Foundation at Ladies Mental Hospital in Brisbane. So Mark, after retiring from Blue Sky, at the age of 45, after doing 10 years, we were talking about the journey taking a long time, taking 10 years, took on the role as Queensland's Chief Entrepreneur, the first of that role in the country, and now has put together this team, and so has Bron here as well. We're doing the regional tour. It's been absolutely fabulous. I'm going to hand over to Mark to say a few words.
I never really know what I'm going to say when I come up, and I've been doing the wrap up of this thing, and it's been an interesting, really interesting 3 days so far. We've done 10 towns or 9 towns. I've certainly got to know this group along the way, you know, and it's been quite an incredibly inspirational trip for me. It's I've been really worried about where Australia's going, and I think after 24 or 25 years of no recessions, and we're getting a bit fat and happy, and it's a real entitlement culture that had come through. And after visiting these 10 towns and travelling with these 4 just incredible human beings who have given up their time, you know, organising this was something that must have been so difficult. Okay, Ron did all the work, it's fair enough, but the reality was it was 10 minutes. I called them once and they said we'll be there. They thought it was important. And as they've gone through the week, they've got more and more fired up because of the reaction that they've got from the people that have come along, and it just built momentum all week. And look at this room. Like, this is unbelievable. 2 years ago, nobody would have turned up, especially not to hear from Steve Phillips. And so it's quite incredible. And clearly there's something bigger going on. It sort of feels like the country's righting itself a little bit, and everybody's decided to just get on and do stuff, and that's really what entrepreneurship's all about. And the fact that you're all here, you didn't, you know, come here and know you were going to be entertained like this. You came here because there's something inside of you that said that you wanted to learn and to be better at whatever you're doing at the moment. And so you think about, Steve Phillips talked about being unhappy at 35 and not knowing why. And so when you think about your own journey, it's for the young kids, it's you're unhappy because you're not school captain, you're not in a footy team or something. But for those that get older, you know, that feeling of lost potential and of not really, you know, realising everything you could do with your life is actually a horrible place to be. So for me, I was very, very lucky that I started a business at 35, same as Steve, that ended up changing my life and allowed me to do some things that I otherwise wouldn't have been able to do. And there's no doubt that that is absolutely the case and possibility for everybody in this room at your own level. For whatever it is that you want to achieve, you have to work out what your story is. You've just heard so many stories. I mean, these are great storytellers. They're good storytellers because they've got bloody great stories, that's fair enough. But they really have great stories and they tell them well. And you have to work out for yourself, what are you trying to achieve? What is the story that you want to tell? And it always takes 10 years. So for me at 35, I said, what's my story at 45? And it came true. It didn't look like the book that I thought it was going to. There's no way I could have written the stuff that happened. I'm not going to bore you with any of the horrible stories that happen along the way. It's always difficult. And I was exhausted at the end of it. But absolutely no regrets, wouldn't change a thing. So happy to have changed my life. So if you want to change your life, the best way in Australia to do that is to start your own business and become an entrepreneur. There's no doubt about that. And you can see the way. Look at the way. So from a Cairns perspective, I think the challenge for you is to decide as a community that you want this to be the core of your community and not have it at the edges. And if you look at the really successful towns and ecosystems that are built up across the world, it was a community that decided to go there. It wasn't because Steve said you should do it. You have to decide that as a community, and if you do that, you're big enough to do it. Like there's smaller towns than you that have done amazing things that have created so many jobs. You can change the destiny of the town, and you can do it probably in 10 or 20 years. So it's up to you. So hopefully tonight we helped you think about what might be possible. I thought it was wonderful listening to those boys over there asking their questions, and it was the only time I saw the Steve's nervous all night, I thought. But it's been a wonderful night. We really appreciate the effort that you put in. We really appreciate the effort that the entire community and the space team have put in. I just want to say one quick quick thank you. You do have one superstar here that changed my life, and it's Tara DeBersi, who's over here. Put your hand up, Tara. So Tara was your little Cairns superstar. The superstars in every town we discovered, and Tara actually is the world expert in a number of things, but particularly in English Channel nutrition. And so I'll tell a story about Tara very quickly. So Tara got me fat enough for the channel, which actually wasn't that challenging. So what she got me to do, I lost a little bit of it. When I was preparing for the channel, Tara said to me, I need you to go and do this body scan thing. You can get your whole body scan to get your exact fat percentage. And she got this photo of me off the internet somewhere at a Noosa swim next to Michael Flynn, which is not a good idea, right? Like Michael's pretty good in a set of speedos, and so but it was all right. She goes, okay, well I can see what you look like, and you get your scan done, and she said, I want you to be about 25% fat, so we'll have to work on putting on some weight. And then my wife said to me, so what percentage do you have to be? I said 25%, and she said, we'll see how you go. So I went and did the scan, sent it through to Tara. Tara calls me up and she said, I've got some good news for you. You're already at your channel weight. So you think you're going to have the joy of eating all that crap too, right? In the end, it wasn't going to work out like that. So Tara, I got across the channel only just then, and one of the reasons I got across is because of Tara's, love and help along the way, and the effort she put in to make sure that I was ready. So thanks, Tara. So I hope you enjoyed it. So come and have a chat, and all the best with these guys. Thank you very much.